I've been watching handbag collectors for years, and I think I've realized something slightly scandalous. Did you know that there are five types of collectors, and that once you see them, you can't unsee them? There's the investor who treats handbags like a stock portfolio, the treasure hunter who refuses to pay retail, and the collector who might secretly be buying bags for all the wrong reasons. So today we're going to break down these five types of collectors, and by the end of the video, you might discover which one you really are. So hello, handbag people. Welcome back to Jolee Loves It, the cozy corner of YouTube, where we can talk handbags, planners, and all the little luxuries that make life feel a little bit more beautiful. Today's topic I've been thinking about for a while because after years of watching handbag videos, collection videos, unboxings, and chatting with fellow collectors and creators, I've realized something. Not all handbag lovers are the same. In fact, there are five very distinct types of collectors. Let's talk about the first type of handbag collector, the investor. This collector approaches handbags almost like a financial portfolio. They research resale values. They track colors, that appreciate, and they know which models are discontinued. To them, handbags are not just fashion, they're assets. They might focus on brands like Hermes, Chanel, or Louis Vuitton. These collectors know things like which bag historically increased in value, which leathers, age well, and, which limited editions become collector pieces. And honestly, I can respect that because the truth is a lot of people dismiss luxury bags as frivolous. But certain handbags have outperformed many traditional investments over time. Now, that doesn't mean every bag will make money, far from it. But the investor collector is playing the long game. They have to play the long game. They're thinking about resale, rarity, and legacy. Some even say that they're building a collection for their children, so their children will inherit it. That's a different mindset from someone who just buys what's cute at the mall. Now for the second type of collector. This is the dream buyer. This person might buy one or two luxury bags a year or even, every few years. And every single one means something. Maybe it was bought after a big promotion or after paying off a debt. Maybe putting yourself right back into debt, finishing school, or surviving any other kind of difficult chapter in their lives. For the dream buyer, a handbag is not just a handbag. It's a milestone. It represents effort, patience, and sometimes years of saving. And there is something incredibly beautiful about that because when they finally get that bag, they truly appreciate it. They remember the moment, the box, the tissue paper, the smell of the leather. Those memories become part of the bag itself. And honestly, sometimes dream buyers enjoy their bags more deeply than people who buy 10 bags a year, which makes sense, right? Now, let's go to my personal favorite. This next group is one that quietly knows more about handbags than almost anyone else in the luxury world. The third type of collector is the pre-loved treasure hunter. These collectors know something the rest of the world is only just starting to realize. The resale market is a gold mine, or at least it was. Instead of paying full retail, they search for vintage gems, discontinued styles, and incredible deals. Sometimes they find bags of better quality than what's being produced today. They also know that luxury handbags were often made differently years ago. Different leathers, different craftsmanship, different attention to detail. And when you buy pre-love, something magical happens. You're not just buying a bag, you're buying a story. Maybe that bag traveled the world. Maybe it belonged to someone who cherished it for decades. And now it's starting a new chapter with you. The treasure hunter also tends to be extremely savvy financially. They know resale values. They know authentication red flags. They know when a listing is too good to be true. In many ways, they are the detectives of the handbag world. And personally, I think that's one of the most exciting ways to collect. Okay, the next kind is the brand loyalist. This collector has found their brand and they stick to it. Maybe their entire collection is Chanel, or maybe they just really love the heritage of Louis Vuitton, perhaps the craftsmanship of Hermes. Whatever it is, they feel connected to that brand story. They love the history. They understand design codes. They appreciate how each collection evolves over time. And there's something kind of satisfying about seeing a collection that stays within one brand. It feels curated, intentional. Almost, it's like an art collection instead of a handbag collection. But it can also be limiting because sometimes incredible bags exist outside your comfort brand. So the brand loyalists occasionally have to ask themselves, am I collecting what I truly love? Or am I just staying inside, a familiar lane? The final type of collector is the joy collector. This person doesn't follow the rules. They don't care about resale value. They don't care about brand loyalty. They simply want what makes them smile. One day, it might be a luxury bag. The next day, it might be a quirky vintage find. Their collection is often colorful, eclectic, and full of personality. And honestly, these collectors might have the healthiest relationship with handbags of all. Unless, of course, they're hoarders. Because they remember something very important. Handbags are supposed to be fun. They are accessories to life, not the meaning of life. The joy collector reminds us that style should never feel like homework. So now I'm curious. Which type of handbag collector are you? Are you the investor, the dream buyer, the pre-love treasure hunter, the brand loyalist, or the joy collector? Or maybe, like many of us, you've been all five at different points in your lives. Because collecting evolves, it does. Our budgets change, our tastes change, our priorities change. But one thing stays the same: the love of beautiful things that make everyday life feel a little more special. So, I'm very curious about this. I'm going to make it really easy for you to answer this question. If you want to tell me what kind of handbag collector you are, for the investor type 1, for the dream buyer type 2, for the pre-love treasure hunter type 3, for the brand loyalist type 4, for the joy collector type 5. That way, you only have to type a number and I can see where everybody is kind of feeling and standing on this position. So if you enjoyed this cozy conversation, don't forget to like the video and join the lovely community here at Jolee Loves It. And with my friend Dawn, we do the Handbag Hideaway every Sunday night at 8 p.m. So please join us. And if you want to come in and talk to us live, you can. You don't have to have a channel. Anyway, until next time, stay cozy, enjoy your bags, and I'll see you in the next video.